For today's lesson, I decided to enlist the support of someone who knows a thing or two about adding and subtracting decimals. So just in case Jay Sean's not really your style, I got one more artist here who can help you remember what to do with that decimal when we add and subtract.
Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
Alright, so we're going to try a couple here, see how we do. The first one we have is 3 45 plus 2/10. First thing I'm going to do is write out my numbers. You can see that decimal is highlighted in red, so we pay close attention to it. The second number is 2/10. The first thing I want to do is make sure that decimal is lined up directly beneath the one above, and then I'm just going to fill in my number around that decimal. So there's my two numbers. I am ready to add. In my hundredths column, I have 5 plus nothing is 5. Tenths column, 4 plus 2 is 6. Ones column, 3 and 0 is 3. And that decimal, what are we going to do with it? That's right, drop it straight down. 3 65 hundredths is our answer. Here we go, 6 892 thousandths plus 15 5/10. Let's take that first number, drop it down. We want to keep those decimals lined up. So there's my second decimal. We're going to fill in that number around the decimal. Alright, now in this case, go all the way down to our thousandths column. We're going to start on the right. 2 plus nothing is just 2. 9 and nothing is 9. 8 and 5 is 13. We're going to carry our 1 to the next column. 1 plus 6 plus 5 is 12. Carry that 1 to the next column. 1 and 1 is 2. In order for this answer to be correct, we need a decimal, and where does it go? Drop it right down, 22 392 thousandths. Let's try a subtraction problem here. I'm going to drop my first number, line up that decimal, fill in my second number, and we're ready to subtract. 9 minus nothing, just 9. 7 minus 5 is 2. 4 minus 3, 1. 1 minus nothing, 1. And same thing with that decimal. We're just going to drop it straight down. And there we go. Alright, here's another subtraction problem. First number, 4 5/10. We are going to subtract 1 29 hundredths. Let's line up those decimals. Fill in my number. Now in this case, you can see that we have nothing minus 9. Think about it for a second. If you have nothing, can you take away 9? Well, no. So we're going to fill in a 0 there to hold the spot. Now we can see that it's really 0 minus 9. Not enough. What do we need to do? That's right, borrow. We're going to borrow from the 5. The 5 becomes a 4. Carry that 1 over to the next place. Now we can subtract. 10 minus 9 is 1. 4 minus 2, 2. 4 minus 1 is 3. Same thing with that decimal. Just drop it straight down. 3 21 hundredths. Alright, here's another one. Let's get that first number out here. I'm going to line up my decimal, fill in my number around it. Alright, and again, you can see if we start on the right, can we do nothing minus 1? Well, no, so I'm going to fill in those spots with 0 so that I can see what I need to do here. I can't do 0 minus 1, so I want to borrow, but I can't borrow from the 0 because it has nothing to give, so I got to keep going. I'm going to borrow from that 4. The 4 is going to become a 3, and I'm going to carry over one spot to my next column. Now I have 10 there. But that still doesn't help me to do 0 minus 1, so I need to borrow again. Borrow from the 10 becomes a 9, and then we can carry all the way over to that thousandths place. Now I can subtract. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 minus nothing is just still 3, and that decimal again, drop it straight down. 33 109 thousandths. Alright, now it's your turn. Check out each problem, then pause the movie while you solve it. After you're done, you can push play again and you can check your answer on the next slide. Good luck!